This year for fresh corn, I'm going to make a Mexican corn salad. I'm going to use some plain olive oil, not extra virgin. You want something unflavored? And mayonnaise, chili powder, 4 ears of corn. I might use 5. Some cojita, queso cojita. I will tell you substitutions in the description. Couple garlic, jalapeno, lime, cilantro, and green onions, scallions, a little bit of salt, and let's get started. I cooked my ears of corn just like this in the microwave. I put 4 ears in there and cooked them for 4 minutes. Now I've allowed them to cool off so I can touch them. But when you do that, almost all the silk from cooking them whole with everything, you know, the silk just comes right off of them. And then I just cut the corn off like this. And it doesn't fly everywhere because I'm cutting it like this, and because it's also cooked a certain amount. And we want 3 cups of corn kernels or thereabouts. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to cook this in a non-stick pan. Cook the corn. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and let that heat up in the pan. In a non-stick pan, you always want to heat your oil in the pan. And my pan is starting to get some scratches. I hope I don't die or anything from that. You know, that's really not my line. It's Mark's line. That Mark Perroquet. Anyway, I'm going to cook this up. I want to brown it a bit. And my heat's on medium. I may need to turn it down. You don't want to turn your heat up very high when you are using non-stick. The way I'm cooking this is I spread it out after I get it separated, and I let it cook for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and I've already done that. Now I stir it up and kind of let it brown again a little bit for 2 more minutes, which it's pretty much done. It's you don't want to cook it to death and dry it out. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off and put it in my bowl. Here's the corn in the bowl. I'm going to add the jalapeno. I did take the seeds out and most of the ribs. You gotta have a little spice in there. I'm going to add the cheese, the queso cotija. All the amounts will be in the description. Chili powder. Need a little bit of salt. Cilantro. All the amounts will be in the description, but they're kind of negotiable. You can kind of change it up if you want. The green onions. Lime juice, fresh lime juice is always best. Mayonnaise, about 2.5 tablespoons. And for the garlic, you can use 1 or 2. I'm going to use 2, but you never really get all of it in there because I'm going to do it this way. And I don't want to, you know, put any of my skin and stuff in there. So, you know, I get most of the garlic here. Then I'll put another one in there and get most of it. This is good warm. I tend to like it best room temperature. And just mix this up. You can serve up just a little tasting of this. This makes about 4 servings. I like to have just a little bit of sour cream on top. That's not necessary. It's very, very good. Thank you so much for watching.